In the video I recently did about doing hand-drawn animation on your iPad with Apple Shapes, I got this comment. Can one create shapes from images and then use line draw since it will only see it as a vector line on a Mac or an iPad? Let me show you what they're talking about and how we can do that here today. So we have Keynote open on our iPad. We have that chalkboard theme set up that we're using today. And if we go to the top of the screen, we have our icon for shapes. Let's say today we want to do a race car. So we go in here and we type in race car and nothing shows up. Sometimes what you want to draw or have on your screen, there isn't a shape that matches that. So what can we do? We go to one of my favorite resources for images and shapes and icons called the Noun Project. And then in here, now we type the exact same thing and we see what comes up. We scroll through here. We want a little more detail, something along the lines of an Indy car or Formula One, like this one. We tap on it. Now we know it's going to be on a chalkboard, so we don't want the shape to be black. We actually want it to be white, but we're going to outline it. So we'll keep it like this for right now. We'll come over here and we'll tap Download SVG. We'll allow permission to download. Now, if you can't find this image when it downloads, the top of your screen in Safari is this icon. You tap on it, and it will show you that. And by tapping on the search icon, it'll bring up your image. You also can bring it in from Keynote. At the top of your screen here, where the photo icon is, we tap on that. It gives us the option to insert from folder here. We'll tap on that. And then in Recents, there's our race car image. We'll tap on that and tap open. And now our race car image is in Keynote. Now on the Mac, you just right click on this image and you can get the option to break it apart into individual pieces. If we tap on this one, that is not one of the options we get, even if we scroll over. So what we have to do instead is come over here into our inspector under Format, which is the paintbrush, and we'll tap on Arrange. And at the very bottom, we have this option for Break Apart. We'll tap on that. Now I want to go up here and also ungroup it. When we do that, now it unlocks the style option here for us. So the first thing we'll do is tap on Fill, and we'll choose No Fill. Tap off of there. Toggle this on for border. For a style, we're going to give it the one that kind of looks like the chalk or crayon line here because we're using a chalkboard theme. We're going to change the color from black to white so it shows up easier. And then we'll take it from 1 point to 3 points so it's a little bit more bold. Now we have this on our slide, and if we don't click on anything else, we can go up to the top here. I have this shortcut for Animate. If you don't have that set up on your screen, you can go over here where the 3 dots are, tap on that in your top right corner, and you can find the Animate option. When that comes up at the bottom of your screen, you have your option to build in. Line Draw is now on here, and we'll tap on it, and it will show us a demo of what that looks like as it draws the lines on the screen as if you had drawn it yourself for your presentation. There are a lot of pieces to this, and some of this it draws way too slow because it takes the same amount of time to draw each element. If we just tap on the screen and come up in the top right corner here, we have that bullet list icon. If we tap on it, it shows all these different pieces. In total, there are 26 different shapes on here. And so you can go through and adjust each of them to take as long or as short as you want. For today, we just wanted to show you how to do this. So we're going to leave that there. We'll come up to the top left corner and tap Done. And so now we took an image that originally was an SVG file, and that's very important. And we have broken it apart, ungrouped it, taken out the fill to make that transparent, and now we have an animated image because it sees the border line and it draws that. Now let's add a new slide and try one more option here. Add another blank slide. Let's say we're here in Keynote and we come up to the top, again to our shapes, and now instead of a race car, we want a thought bubble. That doesn't show up. If we just type thought, we get a brain. Bubble, we get a quote bubble, but we don't want someone saying something on our slide. We want to show the idea of somebody thinking, a thought bubble. It's not working here. Let's go over to the Noun Project. Here we are back on the Noun Project, and we're going to search for a new image this time. So we'll go here into the search bar, and we'll type thought bubble. And we get a lot of different options here. So we just scroll through till we find the one that looks like what we're looking for. I found what I'm looking for. I'll come over here and click Download SVG file. Again, we allow it to download. You can come up here from your Downloads menu and find it from there. Or when we're back in Keynote, at the top of the screen here, we'll tap on our images, insert from file. It brings it up in our recents, and we tap open. Now, we process this the same way as we did the last one. Coming here to the right, to Format, Arrange. All the way at the bottom, we'll choose Break Apart, and we'll also choose Ungroup. Now we'll come to the top to the style. For fill, we'll choose no fill. Tap off of there, and then we'll toggle on a border. Style, we'll make this that chalk style. Color, we'll make it white. We'll increase the width to 3 like we did last time. But if we look over here, it has outlined the lines instead of making it a line we can draw on. So how do we convert this into something where it just draws the thought bubble? That is in my next video. Now you know how to convert an SVG image file into a shape that can be animated in Keynote on your iPad. And if you want to learn what you can do with the ones that don't work quite as smoothly, check out this next video. Thanks so much. I'll see you there.